Okay, these notes are bonding and ion formation. Okay, the force that holds two atoms together is called a chemical bond. Elements bond together to obtain a full valence shell. Now, for that to happen, they have to either have 2 electrons if it's in the first shell, or 8 electrons in any other shell. In other words, 8 is the magic number. I don't know if you remember, but if you look at your periodic table, group 18 has 8 valence electrons. They have a full valence shell. Those noble gases do not do anything. They don't bond because they are inert because of that full valence shell. So all the other elements in the world are trying to be just like them. They want 8, or in the case of helium, 2. So if you look at period 2, like sodium and all those other elements, carbon, in order to lose, well, up to carbon, boron, lithium, and beryllium, they're actually going to lose their outer electrons to become more like helium. So what they're trying to do is become like those outer, or those noble gases. Okay, so there's 3 ways to do this. They can either lose electrons or gain electrons, and that's called ionic bonding because you're forming ions, or you can share electrons, and that's covalent bonding. Okay, when an atom loses or gains electrons, whoops, that should be they become an ion, okay? An ion is a charged atom, and there's 2 different charges they could have: positively charged ion or be a negatively charged atom. So cations are the positively charged ions, and anions are negatively charged ions. Now, a good way to keep track of the 2 is cats are positively perfect. I'm a cat lover. I have 5 cats. So, but if you look at it also, there's a T in cation. It looks like a plus sign, like a positive sign. And anions are like onions, and onions make you cry, so they're negative. That's just how I think about it. Okay, so let's look at ion formation. So lithium has 1 valence electron. It's got 1 little electron on the outside. Now, it can do one of 2 things. Lithium can either gain 7 electrons, because remember, the magic number is 8, or 2 if you're on that first shell. See, this first shell here can only hold 2 electrons at the most. So if you lose that 1, if this one goes bye-bye, so if you lose 1 electron, then your helium, or your lithium, looks just like helium. It still has the 3 protons in the middle, but now it only has 2 electrons on the outside. So it now has 2 valence electrons. Oops, valence electrons, just like helium. Okay? And that's what it wants. It wants to look like helium. And all of the elements in group 1 do that. They have that 1 little electron. They want to get rid of them. Now, as far as the charge goes, now if you look at it, lithium has 3 protons, so 3 positive charges, but only 2 electrons. So if you were to put those into numbers, okay, and add them up, so you got 3 pluses and 2 minuses, you're going to end up with an extra plus, so an extra proton that there's no electron, canceling it out. So lithium and all of the ones, so lithium has a +1 charge. And we put it up at the top as a subscript, okay, to say that it's a +1 charge.